I'm changing the way primavera tastes. Come shop with me and I'll make you dinner. It's spring and that means pasta primavera is showing up everywhere. And somewhere along the way, I think we lost the plot. Too much garlic, cream, even pancetta. And before long, every dish starts tasting exactly the same. One of the things I love about this time of year is that the veggies finally become the star again. And after months of braises and heavy dinners, this is the time of year when I start craving freshness. The veggies are the whole point of this dish, so I want to treat them that way. I want every ingredient to taste like itself. So I cut the zucchini, broccolini, and carrots into thin matchsticks. Now don't get me wrong, I like garlic, but I don't want a dinner that tastes like garlic. It should be there to support the vegetables, not overpower them. That's the difference. And a little lemon zest just wakes everything up. The zucchini cooks almost immediately. So now I can get the linguine going. And because every veggie cooks differently, they don't all go into the pan at the same time. That's how they stay veggies and don't turn into mush. A little salt, a little shallot, a little garlic in every step. Just enough to support the veggies, never take over the entire plate. So I cook everything in stages and let the vegetables rest in between. The broccolini needs a bit more time than the zucchini, so I give it that time. Again, a little salt, shallot, and garlic. And just a touch of pasta water to help it along. I'm not boiling it. I still want the broccolini to taste like broccolini. And the carrots really only need a minute or two before they soften up. Honestly, the tomatoes were the inspiration for this whole dinner, and blistering them changes everything. You might have seen me do this in other videos. It makes a big difference. They get so sweet and so juicy this way, and also they won't spray when you bite into them, if you know what I mean. Now I'm ready to build a light sauce right in the pan, but first, I let the shallots and garlic soften gently in olive oil. And I also lift the pan from the heat often so they don't burn. Then add some of that starchy pasta water so that it emulsifies into a really light sauce, not something heavy. And it's just enough so the pasta and vegetables move together. Then the pasta finishes cooking right in the pan before all the vegetables go back in. Look at how the veggies and the pasta move together like ribbons. This is why I cut everything into matchsticks. I also love artichokes here, so they go right in at the end. They just belong in a primavera to me. I add Parmigiano Reggiano to give it a little body, and a little more pasta water loosens everything back up, and somehow everything will still hold its own while moving together on the plate. I use linguine because I want this to eat like a dinner, not a pasta salad, and the long noodles help carry all the vegetables through the dish. And because everything was cut to move with the pasta, every forkful gets a little bit of everything. And for me, a good primavera should have movement. When the veggies move with the pasta, every bite feels different. Take your time arranging everything on the plate. Make sure every ingredient actually makes it there. The broccolini, tomatoes, zucchini, and carrots. And this is where the lemon zest wakes everything back up again. A little more Parmigiano Reggiano, and it ties everything together. And some mini bocconcini, because honestly, they're just fun here. And of course, fresh torn basil. If you're new here, welcome to Marty's Herbie Kitchen. This is where I like to cook meals that feel just a little special without making them complicated. What I call simple luxury. You may have noticed I left out the mushrooms and peas, and that's intentional. For me, they're just a little too bold and earthy for a dish like this. I don't want any one ingredient taking over the whole plate. And that's why I'm changing the way primavera tastes. Nothing feels heavy, nothing disappears into the pasta. Every ingredient still tastes like itself. And that's exactly what I want from a primavera. The full recipe is in the description below if you'd like to make it yourself. Thanks for joining me this evening. I'll see you at the next table.